At my school district, we have to do a lot of running records. Running records are an assessment that we do often. It takes about 15 minutes to listening to a student read, another 5 to 10 minutes to assess their comprehension. At 25 minutes a student, it takes weeks to get done. This is much too long. About a year ago, I began using Moodle, an online classroom software suite, in my language arts classes. And I began using its recording feature called NanoGong to streamline my running records, to basically speed up the process. And this has a few basic steps. Step 1 is preparation. The student logs onto Moodle, plugs in a headset, and begins recording their reading.
Ethan woke with a start. It sounded like the end of the world outside, as 3 or 4 explosions rattled his bedroom window. People were yelling, and horses were whinnying in the street. Rubbing the sleep out of his eyes, Ethan pulled back the curtain and looked out. Somebody was driving one of those newfangled horseless carriages up and down the street, terrifying the horses and making people jump out of the way.
When the student finishes, all I have to do is hit the stop button, submit their recorded reading, and then they pass the headset and the book to the next student who is reading that book, and the student continues the process. The student then comes to me, the teacher, after they're done, and I take their sheet and ask them some fundamental questions about the reading to assess the comprehension portion of the running record. I can then see all the recordings the students have made from my computer. Then on my own time, I fill out the running record portion, completing the fluency and comprehension portions of the assessment. There are several main advantages to this method. The first is speed. Students can take up to 2 weeks to get everything done normally using their old method. During this method, I can get them done in a couple of days, taking all the time I need at home or during my prep time to do the real grunt work. The second big thing is accuracy. I can listen to these recordings over and over again to make sure that I got everything and I understood everything that the student was saying. The third thing is recording. Everything that's put onto Moodle is there forever, as long as you want it there. And everything can be backed up onto your hard drive. This means I have a recording, a hard copy of the kids' reading that I can use for my own purposes as well as pass on to specialists or save for parent-teacher conferences. By far, though, my favorite thing about this is the ability to multitask. While the students are taking their assessments, I can work with other students. A student only takes about 5 minutes to do their assessment before they come and ask me questions. Rather than spending 20 minutes with a single student, pulling them out of class, rather than having the rest of the class going bonkers while I'm working with this student, having to give them my undivided attention, I can be flexible. I can wander around. I can help other kids out. I can take breaks when I need them. It allows me to get a lot of work done. And for that, it's invaluable. It makes everything about the process of assessment better.